Without question, the Game Boy Advance was the system that I treasured most growing up. It was the only system that was mine indefinitely. I didn't need to wait my turn to play it on the living room TV, and I could take it anywhere and play it for however long I wanted to. Well, as long as we had some AA's lying around anyway. I've been really wanting to get back into playing the Game Boy and Game Boy Advance, but the archaic screen just really makes it impossible for me to truly enjoy it. Fortunately for me, the folks over at Extreme Rate said that they had a specific shell kit that made modding your Game Boy Advance with an IPS screen super simple. So I decided to pick up myself an IPS screen from eBay and see if the Extreme Rate shell kit really made this process easy. Let's see how that all went. All right, so now we are at the workbench. I just sort of laid everything out on the table as far as what comes with the Extreme Rate kit. We obviously have the shell, you get some tools and all that sort of stuff. You do get a 1-year warranty, which is really nice in case something goes wrong. They actually included 2 different colors of buttons, which is really nice. So you get either gray or you get white, and I think that's really nice. I think for me, just given that, you know, in case it gets dirty over time, I think I'm gonna go with the gray route, but yeah, it's really cool that you get that option if you want it. So, a quick thing worth mentioning as well, the Extreme Rate kit does not come with the actual screen itself. This one I got off of eBay. There's lots of different options to choose from. This one I believe is the IPS version 2. And you can get them from a lot of different sellers on Amazon and eBay. I don't recall who I got this from exactly, but I'm just letting you know that they don't include the actual screen itself, they being Extreme Rate. So the first thing we're going to want to do is disassemble the old Game Boy Advance. This one was Brendan's actually, and he didn't want it, so it's now mine. And I'm going to take this apart and basically just salvage the guts, and that's about it. Extreme Rate, they don't include printed instructions like they did in the last video that Brendan and I did, which was for the RGB controller project. We each did custom RGB mods and custom faceplate swaps on our controllers. I'll leave a card up top if you want to check that out. But those included very detailed, very thorough instructions, and the GBA mod kit here, or the faceplate kit, or whatever you want to call it, they actually did not have any instructions included, which is kind of a bummer. But that being said, they do have a wonderful installation tutorial video, whatever you want to call it, on their own YouTube channel. So I've watched that like 2 or 3 times now, so hopefully I get most of it right, but I might have to actually go back and double check it at some point here throughout the video. So there's one right here, and that is a Phillips. And so they include both screwdrivers that you're gonna need for this, which is really nice. I really like that. Okay, so learn from my mistake here. I accidentally was trying to just kind of hastily pull at it, and a bit of the plastic fell off. I think that was just kind of already fractured because this is old, but just be careful when using this. There's these 2 little gray clips here that you just kind of pop up on each side, and then the cable should be able to just slide up. I'm gonna be very gentle with this if I can. Okay, good. So yeah, but typically there's 3 screws on this motherboard. So there's one here, there'd be one here, and then one over here. But I guess on the one that I have here, it's only 2. Let's lift up and put that aside. So we can actually set all of this over because, like I said, I'm literally just saving the guts from that Game Boy, and I'm not gonna be using anything else with it. Extreme Rate has these shells that are precisely cut so that the screen should just plop right in. The only thing you have to do is there's a tiny little peg right here, and I don't know if you can see that on the camera or not. It's right there. All right, well, that was simple enough. So with every video and every instruction manual thing that I've read on this mod is that this is probably the hardest part. or the part that you want to be the most careful of, because once you actually get it in there and you remove the sticker, you can't really undo it. So it's very important that you're careful and then you get it right the first time. Let's be very careful now. Oh no. Alright. Just be very careful. Alright. And I don't even know if this is really that important or not. But it seems important, so I'm going to do it anyway. Alright, so before I break anything else here, I'm going to just go ahead and peel this off, and we'll go ahead and install this screen protector here. I'll just be very careful to get this right in one try. I don't care if I get fingerprints on the front. That's okay, because I can always wipe those off. The important thing is I don't get fingerprints on the back side. That would be a day ruiner. We're gonna go ahead now and grab this little ribbon cable or little circuit board, whatever you call it, and we'll go ahead and attach that next. So if I recall correctly from what I've read and what I've seen on this stuff, there are two different ribbon cables that you can basically use depending on the circuit board that you have with the Game Boy that you're modifying. You have the top one, which I honestly don't know how many pins there are, but obviously this one has less pins than this one. Looking at this, it's looking like mine had the fewer pins, so I'm just gonna have to like find a way to kind of fold it back a little bit and then put it in. And actually, let me get some double-sided tape real quick. All right, got the double-sided tape, and let's just go ahead. I'm gonna actually maybe put a tiny strip like right here. Like, it just makes things, let's get rid of that because that's a bit dirty. It just makes things a little bit easier. So let's go ahead and get the face buttons in now. Okay, so basically I just have to put this foam piece on, I guess, and then should be able to line up the motherboard properly? Question mark. The ribbon cable is in. My big concern right now is that the D-pad seems to be a little too flush. Like, it doesn't seem to be protruding as much as you would want it to for a D-pad. We'll find out once I tighten these screws a little bit more, and we'll see how things look then. It is a little concerning, but I'm gonna reserve my concern for now. I'm gonna see if I can be a little bit lazy here, and instead of using the L and R buttons that it came with, I'm gonna see if I can use these ones that are already pre-fastened. So let's take a look here. I can just slide that in like so. Okay, so even though I did salvage the shoulder buttons, I am going to be using the new, I don't know what you call these, the shoulder pieces or the bumpers on the edges of the console, just because the new ones are a lot more smooth and the older ones have some signs of dropping and that sort of stuff. So just go ahead and see if I can fit this along the side without messing things up too bad. All right, now carefully, I'm gonna slide this over here, and then now we can get to the back side of the Game Boy. Okay, so this part I'm actually gonna switch to this camera real quick because it handles these smaller pieces a little bit better. You have this little spring piece right here. kind of hard to see, but it's just a little spring piece. And then you got this guy right here. Basically what you're going to want to do with this, if I can get the camera to stop following my face for a second, is you're going to basically take these two pronged ends and slide it down into the slots and have it kind of slide through. You just kind of slot it in like so. You can kind of see it running through the back there. And then you take this bit and you kind of just fold it over the little hook that's at the bottom. So after you get that kind of set up, then you're just going to slide it into the back here. And it's just going to kind of sit right here in the crevice. And if you are not sure if you did it right, you can always reference your older Game Boy. And yeah, that's exactly how that one is set up. So I think that is good to go. So I was worried about the D-pad being a little too flush, but after comparing it to my personal one, they seem to be fine. It seems to feel, yeah, that's fine. Okay. The buttons feel good, they click. Okay, so let's just pop these batteries in. Put the door down. Door's a little weird, but okay. Then, before we see if this works, I'm gonna pop in my personal favorite, Dragon Ball Z: The Legacy of Goku. This is the combo pack. The Legacy of Goku 2 is probably my favorite Game Boy Advance game, aside from, I guess, the obligatory Pokemon. But yeah, I played Legacy of Goku 2 for hours and hours, so, well, I guess this is the moment of truth. So, here we go. Honestly, I couldn't be happier with how this project turned out. As you can see on screen, it's just really a night and day difference with this display. I really didn't want to do any soldering with this mod, and I admittedly was worried that if I skipped this step, the screen might not be bright enough for my liking. But yeah, honestly, this ended up being perfect for me. The colors are vibrant, and I can now play this anywhere I want, just like any other modern handheld device. And doing this project has really gotten me excited to play and collect Game Boy games again. In regards to the shell kit itself, by Extreme Rate, I think they did a phenomenal job here, especially for the price. All the components work as advertised, and the shell, while admittedly a little cheap, feels great in the hand. Given its price, I really don't think you're going to have a better budget option, especially since this is conveniently prepped for this exact mod. I do wish there were included written instructions with this shell kit, similar to how we had written instructions in our controller RGB mod, but the video that they have on their YouTube channel does an excellent job at showing you everything that you need to do step by step. And if you're interested, I'll leave affiliate links for both a IPS screen replacement as well as the shell kit down in the description below. And yeah, that about does it for this one. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you again so much for checking out this video and checking out the channel. If you liked this video, do let us know by hitting that like button. If you disliked it, go ahead and click that as well. And let me know in the comments down below what your thoughts are with this mod project. If you have any questions regarding the shell kit or the mod process itself, let me know in the comments down below. I'll try to get to as many as I can. If you're new around here and you want to see more videos like this one, be sure to hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell icon to stay up to date on everything that we're doing. We publish new videos every Monday and Saturday and live stream every Wednesday night, usually around 9 p.m. Central Time. Feel free to follow us on our social media platforms. We'll list those in the description below, and be sure to check out our community Discord server. But yeah, that's enough rambling out of me. Thank you again so much for watching. My name is Blake, and for all things tech, games, movies, to anything nerdy in between, be sure to subscribe to Digital Cynics. Have a good one, everyone. We'll see you next time.